I imagine if you drop that from the sky over Britain, it could bring civilization to a halt. Thankfully, most people don't read it. The majority of people are immune. Those most susceptible are middle-class housewives and the elderly. Symptoms include wanting to become a magistrate, and in the case of the elderly, ranting about foreigners. But there is an antidote, and that is the sun. Let's go on to the sun today. And here we go. This is a big story today. EastEnder Phil quits. No! I know. And also, what's his name from Spandau Ballet's going as well? Martin Kemp. See, I watch Enders. There we go. So he quit. Now, if I was in a soap at the moment, I would be worried about, you know, script writers jumping on the bandwagon and writing sensationalist stories. I think in Emmerdale, they dealt with BSC. It can only be a matter of time before Brookside Close comes down with the plague. With regard to EastEnders, if Pauline Fowler started wearing a gas mask, I might be tempted to watch.
What are you saying, Rich?
On the Telegraph, let's go over there today, and here's our headline: War will begin within days. You know, so obviously, the press are getting a bit bored now. It's like the government, this sort of fatherly figure, have said it's going to happen, and they're like bored kids now. They step back, haven't they? And it's almost like you want please on the end. You know, they really want this to happen. You know, for the papers, it's like, oh, this terrible war. When will it ever start?
It's up to them. They think we're on the button like that. Go!
Also, a few things aside today. This is very quickly an idea for an outside broadcast I think we should do tomorrow. It'd be a classic outside broadcast. Stoke-on-Trent, there's a picture here. Stoke-on-Trent has been named... Not that one! The next one. It's all right. Haven't we got it? OK, never mind. We did ask, but, you know, we'll live. Here we go. Yes, you were. Director, you were offered it. And there we go. And there we go. This is a giant Robbie Williams stalks shoppers. But basically, Stoke has been named as the worst place to live in the whole of Britain. There's our giant Robbie Williams. I suspect that wasn't taken in Stoke, and it's in actual fact a montage, but it might should go there tomorrow. And also, the other still store, it's a lovely story. Friend of the show, Davina McCall. She's now had her baby. She's had a baby daughter. Congratulations, Davina. There she is with her boyfriend Matthew. It looks like he had the baby, doesn't it?
Extraordinary.
They both go down my gym, actually.
Do they? Do your gym?
They go to my gym. Yeah, I don't own the gym, but I have a membership. I'm a member of the exclusive gym. And you know, I've seen him work on that chest. He taught me how to use the pec deck. You'll be interested to know.
The pec deck?
Yeah.
What else is that?
What do you mean it's a pec deck? Because you build up your pecs, you go like, you know, you go like that. And you increase the weight. So it's very, very important to do it in a very controlled way. Do you want to see mine?
Yeah, go on.
Working on this. Not as good as Matthew's. Oh dear. Oh dear. So there we are. Can I say, congratulations to Davina. I think, you know, for Davina in a lot of ways, you could say that the kind of life, you know, sort of reflects her kind of profession, you know, in a way, and sort of TV shows in some ways. Because, you know, she met Matthew in a park walking her dog, which is a bit like Street Mate. She hosts Don't Try This at Home, but that's exactly where she had the baby. And also, for the baby, it was a bit like Big Brother, and eviction night was on Saturday.
Hey.
Finally, this is my favourite story of the day. Visitors to Gardener's Question Time were stunned when a pensioner appeared with a pot plant, which turned out to be pot. Pat from Rushwick in Worcester had turned up. What she'd done, apparently she'd chucked some birdseed on this plant, and it had grown to this massive size. And apparently birds were attracted to it and started eating it. Those birds were loving it for a while. I can tell you. They were like, whoa, I can fly. After a while, they got the munchies, and they turned up at a petrol station, ordered some crisp peanuts and chocolate, and they got really paranoid. That man behind the counter, he thinks I'm a bird. OK, listen, that's all the stories in the papers.
Lovely. Yeah, coming up after the break, it's Mike McLean who's received something rather interesting from one of our viewers. Called Housewife? I'm not sure.
Mike is a housewife's favourite.
Oh, absolutely. He's a clean-cut boy.
He's a handsome man. And Dougray Scott is on the show later on this morning.
I know it looks like Heather, it's actually Dougray. Yeah. Right. This is Channel 4, you're watching The Big Breakfast. Yeah.
Greenwatch at Worcester.